work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly like mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
On the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
To throw is Wentz. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Eric Armstead in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
3rd and long.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was brought down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
I'm going back to you. I'm going 21. Mike 5-4. Let's pick it up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down.
He'll drop this down to Coleman.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Here we go. Right there. 54 Mike. Oh, yeah. 12.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
12, fellas, here we go. 21. Here we go.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
Sets up fourth down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Garoppolo again. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, 49ers nothing.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Derek Barnett, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll get this into the hands of Huntley.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, Mostert.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 17-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
That's a 17-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now left side on the swing pass. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Wentz will try again on second down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Javon Kinlaw.
What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
3rd down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You can't stop me.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Go ahead.
From the 16, Garoppolo looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
3rd and 2.
Here we go. 21.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo, forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Wentz. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. These two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Mostert. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He was hoping to get that to John Hightower. And it's second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 11.
This is Mostert. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
This will be taken in by Hightower.
Complete to
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first is Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Again, it's Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
I tell you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
That's to Fulgham, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was hoping to get that to John Hightower. And now it's 2nd down.
Jimmy Ward there defensively.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Wentz with a throw that's caught by Rager. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Niners on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is born. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down and 4. Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Garoppolo. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Niners 30, Eagles 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
31 yards.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he finds his tight end, it's Hurts. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Caught by the tight end Hurts. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Niners 30. Eagles 10.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
52 right here. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 52's the mic. Check 50. Hey, go.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
3rd and 1.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
2-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, baby. Get me. Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Gets this one to use check. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
49ers.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll move the chains.
The 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there.